Elizabeth Rose is an integral part of Ashling School's channeling classes. Her role in what we do is quite unique, and I'd like to share this interview I did with her so you can get a flavour of what she does for us and why her work is so important.
Hi, Michael. Thank you. Yeah, I've been a channel since 2014 and gradually came into this through learning to astral travel and taking hypnosis courses. I wasn't aware that I was looking for this. It was divine intervention. I'm a chartered investment manager. I expected to have I was already in the investment world for 25 years and hoping to get back into it because I took a little bit of a hiatus to study hypnosis. When I finally started to work with people, because I didn't channel for anyone for a long time, but when I finally started to work with people, then I realized that is my life's path. And I didn't know it. So they trained me not to be a medium where, say, a medium would talk to deceased loved ones. The angels focused on healing of the soul, clearing blocks, guiding people forward on their path, whatever that path is. I mean, clients have been told to leave their marriage or to become a comedian. I mean, the guidance is very interesting, but I don't spend a lot of time channeling deceased loved ones, but it happens.
What is a deep trance channel?
When I go into trance, I become open, and the non physical world of spirit can literally step into me, which is why the angels trained me for 6 months and insisted on no meat, no alcohol, no caffeine, no sugar, so that I would have a clear channel. I would go up to a much higher vibration and could establish a better connection to the highest beings.
All right. And you also have something you call full immersion into spirit. What is that?
Well, that's essentially the same thing. In a few years ago, I would have clients visit me at the Rose Cottage in New Brunswick, where I am, and I would be channeling for hours during the day. And the clients would be guided into trance as well. The Ascended Masters said to me, there's an emotion behind every illness, and there's a memory in every kink. We're going to get the kinks out. And so, through all of these movements, which are very fluid, they're releasing negative energy that has accumulated over their lifetime or over previous lifetimes. They'll find themselves maybe going into a past life or into a future life or into the life between lifetimes. And it's all for healing and clearing and heightened awareness.
All right. And I've done that program with you twice, no less. And it's absolutely amazing. The and it goes on over a number of days, intensive work over a number of days. Really, really good work. I remember when I decided I was going to put this course together and teach people how to interpret dreams. I knew I needed channeling as a component because I channel on every single dream I do. And in the beginning, like, you can work out a dream and you can channel on it and ask the guides, is this correct? And they'll say, no, it's not. And sometimes they'll say paragraph 2, you've got wrong or whatever. The channeling is an essential component of accurate dream interpretation because you can convince yourself from logic that you have an accurate analysis, but the guides will always know when it's accurate. So channeling is so important. And I knew that there are so many courses out there that teach people how to channel, but they don't teach people how to channel in the way their channeling works. And a lot of courses that I've attended, people didn't channel by the end of it. And I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want the frustration of doing a course and not channeling. And I knew that you held the secret piece of this, which was to be able to clear blocks. And that, of course, is based on the work that you just described that you do in full immersion into spirit, where you clear everything, all the issues, take out all the kinks, as you said, that holds a person back, whether it's in this lifetime, another lifetime, or it's an emotional thing, or it's shame or guilt or whatever. You pull that out of people. And I met with you and I said, here's what I want to do. I want to do this course. I want you heavily involved in the channeling component. And I want you to clear just blocks that are to do with channeling, Nothing else. I said, if you see a major issue for this person, I think I said something like, even if they're going to die of a heart attack in 3 weeks, I don't want you working on it. I want you working on clearing just what blocks them from channeling. Do you remember that conversation?
I do. And I argued because my mission is the angel's mission to heal people at all levels, mental, emotional, spiritual, and they focus on healing the soul. So I said, no, that's that's too limited. I have to do it all.
You said that you wouldn't just heal an aspect of a person, the angels wouldn't do it. But then they came back to you when you channeled on it and you said, they said it's a go, that they're happy to do this to just clear the channeling. Do you remember that?
So I was surprised when the angels agreed with you. And they said, that's fine. They said, just do the channeling. We'll just channel to clear the blocks that stop people from establishing a channel, a clear channel.
Yeah, I had channeled on it beforehand and I knew the angels were going to agree to it. And so I was delighted when you got the same message. And we've been very successful. In every course that we've done of this, every cohort that we've done, everybody has channeled. And I think it's a combination of a lot of skills that we bring into the course, but primarily because we remove the blocks at the start. So we have you and Sandy working together to help remove the blocks, which is super, super important. And I think it's the missing piece in a lot of courses that I had done before, that I had attended before. What can people expect during that?
Sandy and I are clearing and channeling messages because the angels will explain everything that they're doing. It's not a quiet meditation, it's a very blow by blow description of we are clearing, we are healing, we are releasing. And they might, quite often, the angels will pull negative emotions, these orbs of a client's negative emotions through me. And I have no choice but to channel the words that are attached to those emotions. And it's very active because they move me. The angels step in and they do mudras. So you'll see my hands moving very quickly in any manner of shapes. And when I'm in trance, I am taken over, so to speak, by angels. And now it's really just me allowing them to heal, to clear, deliver messages. And whatever happens, happens. It's similar over time, but it's never exactly the same. And different messages come up, and people will have experiences quite often. They will have their own, they'll achieve an internal focused awareness, and they will see things or feel things or have a sense of knowing. And each time they go through this process, because it is 5 weeks, they will become more and more open. Their channel will open and become wider. And so they have interesting experiences sometimes. Sometimes it can be emotional because when they relax and they're very in a deep meditative state, emotions come to the surface in order to be released. So the angels will push these emotions up, and people can turn their screen off. We're not watching them. My eyes are closed when I'm channeling, and they can just have their own experience. Number one is to just relax and be open.
All right. That's a very good description. I do like what you said about, contrasting dreams and channeling, because dreams will show you everything in your life and channeling will allow you go after whatever your dreams are telling you is important. And it to me, it's really essential to get the extra detail that the channeling can provide. And you're a deep trance channel. Some of the people that have done our courses together have become deep trance channels, but it's not the majority of people. Like you said, it requires strong attention to diet. It requires becoming vegan, if not vegetarian. And anybody I know who does work like you do, they are all vegan, whether by choice or by necessity.
The channeling and the dream interpretation work together so well. You said it a long time ago, oh, years ago. it was to me the missing piece combining dream interpretation with channeling. People love the dream interpretation. I talk to so many people, they're like, okay, this is it. This is what I was missing. And then a lot of them aren't expecting channeling when they come to your course. They don't realize what that even is. And so I receive a lot of very positive feedback regarding the combination of the two. I think it's perfect. I love it.
Thank you for taking the time out of checking out of your hotel room there and talking to us so that we can share this. And then I'll put Sandy on the spot too. All right. Take care, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Michael, and lots of love.